Hello and welcome back to Life Full of Zest. Before we begin, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has joined and liked and watched all these videos. It makes it so much worth doing them. Thank you to those of you that have found me on Instagram and on Facebook. I really hope that you are enjoying these videos. You are the reason why I'm doing them. So here we go. Here's another video just for you. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already done so and hit that like button. We're going to start lying down in the center of our mats. From this position, I want you to make sure that your arms are overhead and palms are facing each other. We're going to do 5 roll-ups. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, lift arms up towards ceiling and slowly roll yourself up into a seated position, making sure your toes are pointed and stacking that vertebra. Inhale. Exhale, slowly rolling back down, articulating through that spine and all the way down, lengthening yourself as much as you can. And inhale, exhale, lifting arms to ceiling, then lifting head, neck and chest and roll your trunk into a seated position. Inhale and exhale, slowly rolling back down and extending. And last one, inhale. On the exhale, lifting your arms up, lifting that chin and that neck all the way up, pointing those toes, bringing your feet shoulder width apart, pointing your toes towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, slowly roll yourself down and forward and reaching beyond those toes as much as you can. And inhale and exhale, slowly stacking that vertebra. And we're going to do 3 of these. Inhale and exhale, rolling that chin, then that neck, then that chest down, pushing those knees into the ground, pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. Allow that stretch, let that spine stretch, and inhale and exhale, slowly rolling back up. Last one, deep breath in and exhale, roll down. Remember to push those knees into the ground, toes to ceiling, and extend and reach. We're going to hold here a little bit longer than normal. And inhale and exhale and reach a little bit further if you can. And inhale and exhale, slowly rolling back up. From this position, we're bringing arms to a T-point and facing our arms, palms towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, 2 pulses towards the right. Inhale, center. 2 pulses towards the left. Inhale, center. While you're doing this, I want you to draw your scaps down that back, keeping those vertebrae comfortably stacked and that core nice and activated. And last one on each side, keeping those toes pointing the ceiling. We're going to bring arms back in front of us, bringing those ankles back together. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, slowly rolling back down into a lying position comfortably on your mat. You're going to bend your knees to make sure that your feet are comfortably 1.5 feet away from your glutes, sucking in that belly. Remember to make sure that pelvis is in a comfortable horizontal position. Arms comfortably on your side. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, roll that pelvis up towards the ceiling, then articulating from the bottom of your pelvis, 1 vertebra at a time, to the middle part of your back, all the way up as far as you can go while maintaining that pelvic tilt, squeezing those glutes. We're going to inhale and exhale, slowly roll back down, articulating through that spine and slowly back to the floor. We're going to do 3 of these. Inhale, exhale, lifting those hips back up to the ceiling. Remember to dig those heels into the ground, squeeze those glutes, pressing those shoulders into the ground and slowly rolling back down. Last one, we're going to stay in the air on that last one. Let's get back to neutral, sucking in that pelvic floor. Inhale, exhale, tilt that pelvis and lift those hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing those glutes and sucking that belly in towards your spine, making sure your ribs aren't flaring. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lift right leg into tabletop position and then extending your toe. You're going to point your toes towards the ceiling, and you're going to inhale, and on the exhale, drop that toe down and inhale back up. While you're lifting back up, you're pointing your toes towards your nose, making sure that height of that hip maintains a good position and both hips are aligned. And we're going to do 3 more. That's 1. Allowing a stretch in that right hamstring while you're allowing a deep activation in that left. And last one, and we're going to hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Align those knees together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down to the floor to lift left leg up into tabletop, extending up that leg up towards the ceiling, pointing those toes towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, lower that leg down towards the ground and lift it back up. When you're lifting back up, remember to point those toes. Keeping that glute activation in that right glute, not straining that neck, keeping that core tight. Let's do 2 more, and then we're going to go into that 10-second hold. And last one, and aligning those knees and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bending that leg to tabletop, dropping that foot, lifting those hips to slowly roll back down to neutral position. Inhale, on the exhale, lifting right leg up, then left leg up, lifting arms up towards the ceiling, activating that core. We're going to inhale, on the exhale, do double leg toe tap with arm lower and inhale back. That's 1. Exhale down. Inhale back. 2. Exhale down. Inhale back. 3. Keep going, making sure that that back isn't overarching when you toe tap onto the floor, that you're maintaining a good control of that pelvis by activating that core. And let's do 3 more. Inhale up. That's 1. And toe tap. And 2. And 3. And from here, we're slowly going to roll ourselves up into a seated position. All right, from here, what I want you to do is slowly extend your legs while you lower that back slightly, and then bring those knees in towards your chest. And inhale, exhale, extend and tuck in. That's 1. And extend. Please don't brace your tummy when you're extending. I still want you to suck that belly towards your spine, keeping the shoulders open, chest open, and scaps down the back, and slowly lowering those legs and lifting them back up. Let's do 2 more. And 1. And 2. And slowly dropping those legs and placing your hands to face away from your body. Just make sure you're not hyperextending those elbows. You want a slight bend in those elbows. You're going to extend your legs, pointing your toes towards the wall in front of you. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to activate that core to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And you're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale, lower. We're going to do two more of these, so 3 all together. Inhale and exhale, up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. If you're struggling, my third set I'm going to do as a modification. The rest of you can continue with that normal movement. For those of you who do struggle with your arms as well as that extended leg, we're going to lift up and do the movement in this position, and we're going to hold for 10, activating that core, activating those glutes, making sure that pelvis, that pubic bone, is tucked in comfortably under that belly, and 3, 2, and slowly lowering back down. We're going to extend those legs again. We're going to turn the direction of our fingers and hands to face the body. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, slowly lifting legs up into a V position. We're slowly going to lower those legs towards the right hand side, and we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, do a circular motion back up to starting point, and inhale to the right, exhale, rotate. Inhale, legs to right, exhale, rotate. And let's do 3 more. Core tight. And 1. And 2. And 3. And we're going to do 5 more towards the left, and inhale towards the left, dropping legs down and around and back to center. Inhale, drop legs to left, exhale, around and center, keeping those legs straight and pointed. We've got 3 more. Sucking belly to spine, and that's 1. Core tight and around, legs straight. And last one, and back up, and slowly bringing those legs towards your chest and hugging those knees up just to rest a little bit, placing those arms around your knees and holding for 5. Well done, everybody. I hope you're doing well. That's a new exercise. You should be burning and activating into that lower part of your core, and just remember to keep sucking in that belly to spine when doing this. Okay, hands to face, away from your body again. I hope you're ready. We're going to do another set of lifting those legs up towards, those hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, lifting those hips up. But now, I hope you're ready. You're going to lift that left leg up and down, and that's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and other side, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and down. Remember, if you are struggling with that movement, you can just lift into that position, and you're going to do that same thing. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. And let's do that other side. And 1, core tight, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and dropping down, and slowly dropping your glutes back to the floor, and hugging those knees towards your chest to rest. Well done, everyone. Let's turn over onto our right hand side. We're going to start with your shoulders, knees and hips all aligned. You're going to, depending on how you feel, you can either have your hand down like this or comfortably supporting that head. The other leg is straight up and elevated towards the ceiling. The other hand is comfortably interlaced behind your head. Now this is a stability exercise as well as a glute exercise. You got to work really hard to stabilize that pelvis while working. So please, slow controlled movements. We're going to rotate that hip forward. And when we're going forward, we're pointing those toes towards the nose. And we're going to do 2 pulses. Then we're going to extend 2 pulses back. When you're extending back, please make sure you're not hyper-extending and losing that activation. You got to suck in and pull forward. Otherwise, you're going to hurt your back or the exercise isn't going to be effective. Okay, and inhale, 2 kicks, and exhale, 2 kicks. And inhale, 2 kicks, and exhale, 2 kicks. And inhale, kick, kick, and exhale, kick, kick. And inhale, kick, kick. And let's do 2 more. And 1. And 2. And we're going to go from here into an elevated position. And we're going to hold, pointing those toes towards the wall in front of you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. And let's push it a little bit harder. Let's get that burn. We're going to bend that heel towards your glutes and extend. And 1, making sure you're not slumping into that shoulder. 2, and 3, and 4. Core tight. You should be feeling an activation into here, lifting those ribs up off the ground. And let's do 3 more. And 1, and 2, and 3, and slowly dropping down. We're going to turn over onto your back just to stretch out that glute that you've just used before we turn over. And placing that ankle on your right knee and hugging that knee towards your chest. You're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're slowly going to turn back over onto that right hand side. So we're still working on that left glute. We are going to slowly lift up into extended side plank position, placing the other hand comfortably behind your head, and you are going to hold in this position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and toe taps, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and 8, and slowly bending that leg down and placing your glutes back on the floor. We're going to turn over onto our left hand side to perform that same sequence. Well done. Keep going, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're managing. We are going to get into that position. Shoulders, hips, and knees all aligned. We're going to bend that bottom elbow, resting our head into our hand, interlacing our hands together, and we're going to lift and extend that top leg and pointing toes towards the nose when we're forward. Kick, kick, exhale, kick, kick, and kick, kick. Making sure that that pelvis is stabilized. Please activate that core and don't slump into that shoulder. And let's do 3 more. Core tight, making sure you're not doing too much movement down here. That movement is in your hip and not your pelvis. And bringing that leg back to center, pointing those toes towards the wall in front of you, and we're going to hold, making sure that your knees are aligned. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and bending and extending that knee, and 2. Lifting that knee as high as you can to challenge yourself. You want to feel that burn and keep going. Well done. Let's do 3 more. And 1, 2, and 3. And lying on your backs to stretch out that glute that we've just used. Right ankle on that left knee and hugging that knee towards your chest and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and turning back over onto your sides. We're going to have that arm extended, lifting up into that extended side plank, placing your other hand comfortably behind your head, lifting that top leg and holding, tucking in, making sure you're activated for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and inhale, exhale, toe tap, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, lifting that leg as high as you can go, and let's do 2 more, and 1, and 2, and bending that leg, and slowly turning onto your backs to stretch out those glutes, right ankle on left knee, and hugging that knee towards your chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and left ankle on right knee and hugging that knee to chest and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn over onto our tummies. We're going to extend arms in front of us, neck in neutral, and core tight. Remember, just because we're in a different position, it doesn't mean that pelvis needs to change position. You want to keep that neutral position of the spine, drawing those gaps down your back, activating those glutes. You're going to lift both knees up towards the ceiling and off the ground. You're then going to lift arms up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing arms into a T position, palms facing the wall in front of you, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bringing arms back overhead and slowly rolling back down. And we're going to lift back up, both arms, both legs, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and you're going to turn your palms to face the floor. You're going to inhale, lower right arm and left leg, and then left arm and right leg, and you're going to do this for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, lower, lifting yourself into resting position. And you're just going to extend those arms, allow your body to stretch, pushing the shoulders into the ground for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rotating and walking your hands towards the left hand side, pushing the shoulders into the ground, pushing those ribs towards the wall next to you, allowing a stretch down the side of that body, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walking over towards the other side to do the same thing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to center. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that session. Hit that like button if you did, and I'm looking forward to helping you in the next video. See you soon.